Well, it's the opening of the Lion and Castle. There's Mr. Harrison. He's so excited. The wall with the pumps looks a bit like the urinal wall. Yeah.
Oh, well, we got to go. We're going to go in.
No, well, if you don't want to film,
they can't let us in.
If you don't want to film, you're doing the voiceover. So that's the choice.
They don't seem to. They failed at the first point.
We're having a shot getting in.
Isn't it?
They got to take the key back to Timpson's. Oh, go to the other door.
We're probably better off waiting there.
Yeah. Well, we would have been, but we didn't know that, did we?
No.
It looked good. It looked good.
They go quick.
Oh, very good. The wall. Well, I imagine so. So what do we do?
You pour yourself.
Tap wall.
Just hang out.
That's the No Idea Craft Brewery.
So basically, they're going to be carded right here, so we won't even need to be here. It'll be fully self-service.
So they'll measure out for you as well, right?
Yeah, so what we've got to do, you have to pay first and for shipping, just tap and then that's for you yourself. Alright. Yeah. That will tell you how much it. Yeah, so you just got to do that. Yeah, there you go.
Can you pour two at the same time, or?
I don't know about that because that'll count.
Right.
That knows how much you've got in there, how much you paid
Oh, I
for.
see.
Right.
So
It's quite smart.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the other one then.
So that's a session IPA.
Now we try that one?
Yeah, and then you can do that one as well. Yeah.
Actually, just pour it down.
Smells like an American IPA, John. Take it to get the lager for the here. It's only the barrel, is it?
Yeah, so it's barrels wide here actually.
Oh, I see.
Yes, the barrels
we got to go and try the.
I thought that was a bit cool, giving me obviously the Spanish lager, but actually it's quite good. It is surprisingly good.
Let's see.
That's it. I can't hold me there. It's not bad at all, apart from some idiot has spilled their beer all over the table.
You need your. Have you got your thingy? There's a bit of thing there. It gets a free beer, John.
I'm sorry to say, Neil, I was fearing the worst of this place, and it didn't improve when I saw the Spanish sounding lager on the first tap, and I thought I'd been shortchanged when you gave me that, but actually it's very good. Or have you swapped them over?
It might be. Try that one. I think that might be the lager. I think got the
Right, that's actually very good. That's the IPA. That tasted like an IPA.
Yeah, this IPA. It's American IPA, isn't it? That's all right. I mean, get me right. It's
that isn't over. That's not over grapefruity though, is it?
No.
I think it's balanced with a bit of Chinook or something a bit more bitter.
Yeah. I think I need to go and get the Lion and Castle lager, don't I?
Is it in your trousers? Must be in one of your pockets.
No, it's not.
You didn't wear a jacket? Where's your jacket? Yeah,
I do have a jacket. I must have lost it or left it like. Let's see if I can see it.
Right. Let's go and. Oh, there. Yeah, very good. Yeah, got quite a selection. I've got to try the Lion and Castle though. Is that?
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want it in that, or do you want you?
Can I have a new glass? Can I have a new plastic utensil?
You get proper glass.
Can I? If you've got proper glasses, yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Do you want to have a look at them?
No, that'll be absolutely. Oh yeah, fantastic, fantastic. What were your names?
Dan.
Dan. Top barman, Dan.
I'm Andrew as well. So
Sorry.
I'm Andrew.
Andrew. Excellent, Andrew.
It is going
Top
to go
pourer.
somewhere or something.
There's Andrew, the best pourer in the establishment.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
And real glass Dan.
There you go.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Do you mind if I... Nobody watches me on YouTube, but do you mind if I put it on?
That's fine. That's
Brilliant.
good.
Excellent.
Thank you, yes.
So we got
Fine
the,
lad. Oh, you
we
see-
got two lagers.
See, look at that. Hang on. Fine. Lager. We're drinking lager.
Lagers, we got-
Lager. You got to
Lager.
get.
Come on, John. Let's have a taste test of the two lagers.
Do you need a Liverpool voice for it?
Lager, yeah, go on. So that's the Norwich one. So what type
That
of
is-
lager is it? What is it? Is it a German?
Real
Is it-
glass Dan
No, what's it
gave me
taste
this
like?
fine vessel to drink this in. Andrew, the best pourer in the west, well the east, poured it. It's not bad.
Is it-
At the end of the day, it's a lager.
So, but is it the children's lager taste nothing, or is it a German lager? Is it a?
Well, I thought they're mainly German style, aren't they?
Or is it? Checkers it
I
out?
mean, there's a few styles. Yeah, it's more sort of Pilsner or Czech.
And that one, the Hell's lager.
That is a fine London lager, reminiscent of the famous Tottenham lager of old.
All right. So you like the Hell's is a better lager, is it?
Actually, the first one we had
It was better.
was much better. The first one's better than either of these.
It's interesting.
I think the Spanish have got it.
It's £6 a glass though. It's expensive.
What's your thoughts?
Oh, right, interesting.
That is the better.
That's more malty. So it's got more
It-
malt.
it is.
It's not. It's.
The Norwich one is better than the Hells, yeah. Despite the rubbish I spoke about, and the Tottenham lager, I believe that it was
This tastes more like a.
decades ago, probably turn of the previous century.
This has got like a light Belgium type lager. It's a very light, very. It's got.
It's not like a Belgian blonde though, is it?
No, I'm talking about lager. I'm talking about things like Stella and this sort of the light, the Heineken.
Yeah, that's French though, isn't it?
It's Heineken and all that.
French. It's French.
Right.
It's got that je ne sais quoi.
This has got more malt to it. It's got a more. It's more. It's probably less hoppy. It's interesting.
No, yeah, that one's definitely more hopped, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's more hopped. That's more malted.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Very interesting. The sad thing is,
We should have kept the other one for
the
some.
first two. Oh, I was keeping. I thought you might want your glass. I thought it might say.
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, this is green.
We don't know who makes the lager.
Oh, I should have asked Andrew. It's lovely, isn't it?
I think it's superb. What do you think?
I am very pleasantly
I'm
surprised.
impressed. This place is really nice. And
They've done it well, haven't they?
And why can't they have more? The rest of the football ground be more like this? Why do you have to be putting?
Well, I'm
Badly horrible.
I'm sure if you go to Tottenham and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go
that'd
to
be
the,
interesting, yeah.
I'm sure
I went for the pub in
I'm
Man-
sure you'll find
I
that.
think Tottenham did lead the way, John.
Well, of course they like in most things, apart from silverware.
Ticket prices.
No, they kind of they possibly lead the way there. Sorry.
Have you done hero shots of the place? Are you going to do?
Yeah. Stephen Fry.
Get your attention just for 2 minutes. If you can kind of look around stage way would be great. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing a song, I'm not the entertainment, that comes a bit later on. Welcome to the Lion and Castle, or Castle where I come from. Depends where you're from in terms of pronunciation, but it's a fantastic environment. I mean, I've been down here when it was the old lounge, and say it was a bit grotty is an understatement. So you're very lucky, the people at the Barclay, and I think it's been nice for the club to almost tip their hat towards you to say, I would argue as a player, the Barclay stand is where most of the noise comes from, or starts the noise as well. So it's fantastic for you supporters of this particular stand to get your opportunity to have such a lovely environment, to have a drink in before the game, and then potentially, I hear, maybe share the environment with the away supporters as well. Potentially, obviously some clubs won't be allowed. So that'd be fantastic. But then the lounge will be open to everybody in the whole stadium after the games and post-match. Everybody will be able to come in here. Also, not everybody, you won't get 26,000 in here, would you? But yeah, it's great. As I say, I remember playing out on that pitch and heading towards Barclay, and it's a very special place to be. And remember sort of scoring goals against Ipswich. Which is always nice, so fantastic. So that's enough from me. You want to hear from one of our supporters, very well-known supporter, great fan of the football club, always speaks very highly of us wherever he goes. The absolute legend, and actually one of my, actually I'm a bit of a fanboy at the minute, I have to say. I'd like to welcome Mr. Stephen Fry.
The legends of Norwich City are Mr. Darren Eady and Mr. Grant Holt, who is here as well, for heaven's sake, talking of goals against Ipswich. It's a real honour to be here to open this, and I think it's a magnificent thing that the club has done to recognise how much the Barclay stand means to the game, to the sound, to the atmosphere, and that, frankly, there's enough of hospitality for certain kinds of people like me who sit behind glass at tables eating with a knife and fork. But the real business of being a football fan is in places like this, and I'm sure in just a few weeks it will have a nice sticky floor. As you probably know, it has these remarkable automatic beer serving devices, AI for beer, which will be able to tell when you've had enough. Refuse to serve you. But it means that 600 people will be able to be here at half-time and get a drink. There'll be, of course, people serving as well. But it's going to be an amazing facility, and it's just brilliant at Norwich. You know, when I first was able to speak and listen and hear, one of the cliches about Norwich, the city of Norwich, was that it had 52 churches and 365 pubs. So you could get pissed every day of the week and clear your soul every Sunday of the year. But since that time, as you probably know, both those marvellous and venerable institutions in the city have declined, and there's probably been a pub closing every month for the past few years. So to have one opening And one like this Lion Castle, is fantastic for the city, but fantastic for city as well. I think of football, don't stay with me here because it's a weird thought, it's just come to me really. The tomato, right? Now if you think of the tomato, it actually comes from only one place, from South America. There were no tomatoes in the world at all until they were taken out of South America. So the Portuguese, the Spanish and the British, when they colonized South America, found this fruit. Incidentally, do you know, while talking of tomatoes, this is a good definition of the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing that the tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. But anyway, the point is, Italians, if you tell Italians that they never had tomatoes until the British and Spanish introduced them, they will refuse to believe you because they believe that tomatoes are entirely part of Italian cuisine, which they've become, and part of Indian cuisine and Spanish cuisine, and all the cuisines of the world that use tomatoes, but they only originally came from one tiny patch of earth. And the same is true of football. It has flavors and expressions all over the world of people who play the game, but it began in medieval cities in England, like this one, when people started to kick a ball up and down the streets in the 15th, 16th centuries, and slowly began to codify this remarkable experience of watching human beings move a ball with their feet, run with it, pass it, and then hit a goal with it. And it became the most popular sport on earth. But its roots, like the tomato, are very particular. They come from one place. So when a medieval city like Norwich has a football club that represents its people and is the only club for miles around, it has a very special place in the community, or as I should properly call it, in the community. And this club, one of the reasons I'm so fond of it is what it means to everybody. On the occasions when we've gone up into the Premiership, you've gone into smallish towns like Swaffham or Fakenham or Dereham, and you've seen all the shops in yellow and green, and you're able to stop anybody in the street and say, "Did you hear we've been promoted?" And it means so much to so many people. And for the rest of the time, of course, we can slag it off. But fellowship, fellow love of football and of this club is what this marvellous pub is all about. So it's my honour to take... Who found these scissors? Oh, wow, well done, whoever it was. It really does give me enormous pleasure to open the Lion Castle for you and for all future generations of Norwich fans.
Just to invite Delia up here. She's got a little gift for you, just for everything there as well. Who knows? Is it? Hang on. Is it a draw? There we look at that.
I'm wearing it every day of my life.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen Fry. Blue Space, I think, who put this room together. I think they're in the room somewhere, aren't they? You can put your hands up. There they are at the back. Well done to them. This is fantastic here. Well done to everyone who's involved in making this happen. And everybody who's involved in the Barclay stand, enjoy it for the rest of the season, enjoy it for this afternoon.
Signed by Delia.
Oh, excellent.
And on the back you got Stephen Fry. So
Ah, wonderful.
there
Yeah,
you go.
I thought I got the Stephen Fry, but never mind. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Love deal.